Hey you guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to give you some non-obvious reasons as to why did the narcissist treat you so horribly, as if you really need any more reasons. Honestly, when we're looking at the biggest picture, of course, all we really need to know is they were toxic for us, and that's all we really need to know. But it's a part of human nature to be inquisitive. It's a part of human nature to want a certain kind of closure. And if you're intellectual, you really want to understand these things. And I love to study psychology anyway. So, I can make these further in-depth videos to just provide more information. And it probably could possibly help someone get the closure or bring a certain kind of understanding than they had beforehand. All right. So I'm going to go into non-obvious reasons, or the typically non-obvious reasons. So I could say something on my non-obvious list and you'd be like, you know what, Lakia, I've considered that. Good for you. That means that you're a deep thinker and that, you're diving into your critical thinking on this situation. All right. So some of the obvious reasons that most of us are probably familiar with, I'm going to go down some of those reasons first. All right. So we know that they're comfortable with drama, right? And that's a part of their manipulation to keep you off of balance. Okay. We know they have low morale. We know they need an emotional punching bag. We know they're low vibrational. We know they're energy vampires. We know that they're demonic. We know that they're dysfunctional. We know that they like to feel powerful or dominant over someone else through their aggression. And it's a way to get their aggression out, right? Because they're emotionally immature and stunted. They don't know how to deal with, in a healthy manner, their anger. Or if they do know these things, they don't feel that it's useful for them. Okay. So what do I have here on my list as some of the non-obvious reasons why a narcissist would be treating you horribly? Well, one of the things that I have here on my list is that they're replaying their childhood traumas. Or they're replaying their traumas, period. You know how a child could have been molested and then they can grow up and molest other people? This is a similar thing that I'm describing here as far as replaying their childhood traumas, or replaying traumas that they've experienced in their life, period. This is where the victim becomes the abuser. All right. And this does happen. And a lot of times this is what happens. That narcissist is turning into their primary narcissist or their first narcissist. And the things that they've experienced with that person is pretty much a learned behavior at that point. So yeah, they're replaying their childhood traumas. So another reason, if we look at this in the reverse, another reason could also be that they're replaying yours. So many survivors have confided in me to let me know, what, the narcissist asked me so many questions about myself, and they took all that information and they knew that I experienced this, and then they were the next ones to do it. So to re-trigger your unhealed wounds and your traumas, because if it's unhealed, you will feel a connection to that energy, and you might actually gravitate towards that energy. And there's a lot more going on here than even what's going on between the two of you and the narcissist. Honestly, it's giving you an opportunity. The universe is giving you an opportunity to be exposed at this point about something that you need to pay attention to about yourself. All right. But it's like a double-edged sword at that point, because it's an unhealed aspect of you. So your self-awareness would have to be to a certain point. You have to be to a certain stage of being out of resistance of, repeating that experience or that trauma of abuse, of not wanting to experience that over and over again, or enough has to be enough, a fed up point for you to finally intercept it. Okay. So yeah, another reason why, a dark reason why that they are treating you horribly is to re-trigger your trauma. This keeps you down. They can be the next person to do it, make you feel defeated, continue to make you feel less than, lowering your self-esteem, and all of these sort of things are occurring at, when it goes their way. Okay. So yeah, that's another reason here. And the third reason that I have on here is psychological. Toxic people like narcissists, they view kindness as weakness. When they see kindness, it's like they see an invitation to exploit. They don't understand that a person could actually be kind and be emotionally intelligent. I could be a kind person with strong boundaries, but they'll take it as a symptom, or they'll take it as a sign or an indicator that you're weak. If you are kind and full of love, and you're generous, and you can be all these things with healthy boundaries, and that's what the narcissist doesn't understand. But either way, more than not, if they see these things in you, they're going to think, you're easy prey to be exploited. So if we psychologically understand how they view these type of things, why would they then want to have those traits? Why would they really want to have those traits themselves if that is how they view it? Okay, so of course they're going to be in resistance to being that way. I mean, we're talking about when the mask is off. We're not talking about fake, phony, pretending stuff that is fake, phony, and pretending. But the real them, if that's how they feel about it subconsciously, then why would they really want to take that on? So of course they're going to have to treat you poorly then, if they're not treating you with respect and love and care, um, and being kind and generous and all these other things. If that's not really a part of them, they're going to have to treat you the opposite of those things. This is why they have to break the intimacy. They have to cause an argument. They have to cause friction. They have to put distance in between. When they're wearing the mask and things are just getting too far, it makes them uncomfortable. It's not a part of their true, the nucleus of them is not really a part of them. So they have to intercept it so that they could breathe again, if you will. It's like, oh my God. That was just, I can't stand that, and that may sound really weird to a healthy person who wants to have those things. But when we understand what they were really seeking and what they really weren't seeking, then it all makes sense, you guys, right? Because even when they hoover back to us, it's not about you. It's about them. They're very self-absorbed and self-centered. When they come back, it's still not about you. It's still not about not being over you. It's still not about missing you. It wasn't about you from day one. It was about what you could do for them. So you're not, defined by your money. You're not defined by shelter that you could provide, or a hookup that you could give them, or whatever they're using you for. That's not what actually defines you. So if a narcissist is hoovering you back, it's still not about you. It is all about them. Even if they're doing it for some type of revenge, that's still about their ego. It's something about what they want that you can give them, and it's not you. None of it is ever going to be you. Okay? So we have to understand that, all right? We have to understand that. So let me go down these lists again of the non-obvious reasons why the narcissist has to treat you this way. They are replaying their own childhood traumas and abuses, okay? They're re-triggering yours. It's a familiar energy to you, and if you're not healed, you're going to gravitate toward like a moth to a flame. But it's the universe giving you an opportunity to actually heal it, though, okay? If you take the invitation, right? And the third reason I have on here is because we have to think psychologically about their outlook and their true perceptions and feelings on kindness, happiness. They think this is a fake thing, right? love, respect, reciprocating. You know, they have a lack mentality, so they feel like they need to take, or else they won't receive even more than their share, of course, because the eyes of a toxic man are definitely never full. All right. So, of course, they're going to have to treat you the opposite. If they feel like being kind is a weakness, it makes you vulnerable. So, why would they feel like they want to make themselves vulnerable? They feel like the person who has the upper hand, the person that's more powerful, is the person that can do these devastating, mean, cruel things to them that makes them strong when it actually makes them weak. But they just don't have that understanding psychologically. Okay, and what people aren't willing to acknowledge is definitely not going to be changing. All right, and this is why we don't accept their hoovers when they come back. They haven't changed. All right, so I hope that this video is giving someone further insight as to why the narcissist is moving the way that they move. Why do they treat people so horribly? All right. All right, you guys, hit that like button, of course, if this video resonated with you. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. Check the description below for everything that I have going on. I do offer one-on-one coaching, you guys, if you'd like for me to help you, help provide you with some additional clarity, understanding for your personal specific situation. And all my videos haven't been able to help you. You don't have to struggle alone, all right? Visit LaKeyaCrawford.com and book your session. I do voice calls, I do FaceTime, and I do email coaching. If you've been financially abused by the narcissist, consider my monthly membership on Patreon. At the $24.99 a month tier membership level, you can schedule 3 one-hour coaching sessions with me a year, and you get your first one as soon as you sign up. So it's a great way to still get further access to personal one-on-one services, and a great way to support the work that I do. All right, thank you guys for all the support that you show this channel. Great ways to support the channel for free is just to always like and comment and share the content. It pushes it out into YouTube world. All right, I do have 2 support groups down there for survivors of narcissistic abuse. Consider, joining them for extra support if you would like. You can check that out. One is public and one is private. All right. With that being said, you guys, never give up on yourself. Continue to do the work. And until next time, please take care.